Hello there, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in to Sin's Workshop. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, today we're going to be reviewing Twin Crowns by Catherine Weber and Catherine Doyle. I have to say, this was quite delightful. I think I liked this book way more than I thought it was going to be. It is a rom-com fantasy, and to be perfectly honest, I know I always say that I don't read books with romance, or at least the romance section books, because I don't like romance to take up the entire plot. That's the part that kind of annoys me. But I'm a sucker for rom-coms, let me tell you. Sleepless in Seattle, While You Were Sleeping, and The Family Stone, those are some of my top 3 favorite movies, and I watch them every holiday season because they're my favorites. I love them so much. So yes, I do occasionally like romance, mainly rom-com. So I was really pleasantly surprised with this book. It follows twin princesses Ren and Rose. They were separated at birth, so their mother was a witch, and she was murdered on the night of their birth. Now, Rose has no idea she has a twin sister. Ren, on the other hand, was saved. She was sprung from the castle mere minutes after her birth, and she was taken by her grandmother to live with the witches. She is very much aware of the fact that she has a sister. In fact, the whole plan is to kidnap her sister, replace her, and then make the country safe for witches again. And that's exactly what happens in the beginning of the book. She goes with her friend Shen, infiltrates the palace, knocks her sister out with magic, sends her off with Shen, and then takes her place. Both of these sisters have really different dynamics, and I like that. I like that a lot, because it really does bring more to the story versus just following, oh yeah, we're going to follow 2 twin princesses. They're very, very different. They very much encapsulate their namesakes. I mean, Rose, she really is dainty, but she grows some thorns, and I love that. I think probably one of my favorite things about this novel was Rose's character development. She goes from stomping her feet and being like, take me back to the palace now, I am your princess, to learning how to use her own magic, kidnapping a horse, crossing a desert by herself, and going to tell her sister, give her sister a piece of her mind, while also saying, I agree with everything that you're doing, I'm not a fan of being kidnapped, but we're going to do this, and clearly you need my help to do it. I loved that about her. Her whole dynamic, she just grew throughout the entire story. And her budding romance with Shen, I mean, it's very sweet. It's very wholesome. Again, it really much is a reflection of her character, her entire arc. And I think it does work in balance with Ren, who's more rash. She's more attitude, like, we're going to do this. And she's more spunky, I want to say. But again, I loved that about her, because she goes from thinking like, well, I don't need anyone's help, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this thing right, to being like, okay, I'm going to take a back seat, I'm going to work with you, and we're going to avenge our parents together. I mean, they form such a powerful sisterly bond with one another, and it really does make for a really engaging story. The fact that they balance each other out so well, I mean, you definitely can see the connection that these 2 authors have. I mean, they're best friends, and I'm pretty sure they're about to be sister-in-laws. So to see their love of one another go into the book as sisters, it really was touching. And I learned all about the background of the authors once I was done reading the book, but I'm like, yeah, 100% I feel that connection between them. I loved the storytelling and the dynamics between them. And you know what? This book is full of a lot of laugh out loud moments as well. It's action packed. It's full of subterfuge. It's full of some mystery. And it has a lot of heartwarming moments and a lot of laugh out loud moments. So from beginning to end, it really is an engaging novel. And honestly, you can't help but love both of them. I'm excited for book 2. I own it. I'm hopefully going to read it before the year ends, but you know, I wouldn't hold my breath, honestly. I'm sorry. My TBR pile is growing exponentially. I remember a time when all the books I owned, I had read, and now I've just got piles of books I haven't read. Wow, working at the bookstore is somewhat dangerous. But in any case, I love this book. It really was engaging. So I do have to give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was a fun read. If you like romance, this is a book for you. If you like comedy, it's a book for you. If you love rom-coms, definitely it's a book for you. If you're learning or wanting to get more into fantasy, well, you know what? This is going to be a great book for you because it's lighthearted. It is a rom-com first and foremost before it is a fantasy. So it's going to be something that's going to get you into fantasy books. So once again, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. Highly recommend. I will include links in the description where you can purchase the book if you so desire. And on that note, thank you again for tuning in. Please don't forget to like the podcast, subscribe to it, and share it with all your book loving friends. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy reading.